Hello and welcome to the channel. This is Meredith and look what I finally have. So these are my market order items. So this bottom box has been sitting in my room since the last week of July. I want to say it arrived like July 26th or 27th. And then this one here just arrived last week. I just didn't have any time or mental space to film this video. So as you know, I've been waiting for this for a very long time. So I ordered 3 items and I think I ordered them within the first week of June. So this one came like within the time period, and then this one here definitely did not ship within the time period they promised. So yeah, I finally got it, but by the time I got it, they actually had sold out or like didn't have any more inventory for one of the items. So I only ordered 3 items. I ordered one thing that's like a dish rack and then 2 things that are Bala Bangles. One was pink and one was gray. They're out of the gray one, so I think this is only the pink one. So if you're interested in seeing what any of this looks like, stay tuned. And I've already kind of given you the lead here about what is going to be in these boxes, but let's just see what the condition is because I've been waiting for so long. So as you know, for Bala Bangles, I did find a better price after I ordered. So I bought them at Anthropologie. I almost said Aeropostale, but that one is not where I shop. So yeah, so I bought it at Anthro to replace the not brown ones, the gray ones that I ordered for myself. But these are going to be the pink ones here. So let me open it. Okay, so it looks like this is what the shipping looks like. So it looks a lot better than some of the packaging I've gotten from them in the past. But to be completely honest, sometimes they just throw the items in the box without any packaging support, which is not great for some items that I've gotten. Just because like shipping from California, there's a lot of steps that are involved, and sometimes the items get scratched or like shifted around within the box. So they've been in like not the best quality. So let me take this out with all of the... Okay, so this is what they look like here. So these are the pink ones. So Bala Bangles I think are usually around $50 plus tax, but you can buy them pretty easily, I think, at most places. Like I know I've seen them at Athleta, and then I know that they're also at Anthropologie, places like that. And then I think also, what's the other fancy one? Lululemon. So this is what they look like here. I'm not going to completely unbox them just because this isn't for me. But this says Bala Bangles as a constant but comfortable resistance to your workout. Designed for yoga, aerobics, boxing, Pilates, walking, home workouts, core training, and rehabilitation. So they're each 1 pound. They also have lighter ones. I think there is a half-pound version and also a heavier one at 2 pounds. And then this one has the pair of 1 pound wrist and ankle weights, 2 pound total, 1 black mesh carry case, and then to clean you wipe with a damp cloth, do not wet the Velcro. And then how to wear, you can wrap the long elastic band around your wrist, fix a Velcro strap to elastic band to ensure a snug fit. I'm gonna go grab the one that I bought from Anthropologie, and yeah, Anthropologie, and I'm gonna show it to you, and I'll give you kind of my first impressions about it because I've been using them for about 2 weeks now, I think, 1-2 weeks. Okay, so I am back with my wrist weights. So my first impression of them is I probably would not repurchase them. So my issue is that, I don't know if you can see this on camera, but it is like Velcro, and then the issue is actually, let me open it quickly. My issue is that the elastic here is kind of itchy on my wrists. And then it's also kind of difficult to put on because the bars do shift around. As you can see here, the bars here, there's only 2 of them that are like sewn into place, but then they shift around, and honestly, it doesn't lay flat anymore. I don't know what happened. But what my issue is that sometimes it shifts around as I'm trying to put it on. So I put it on with my wrist on like a table or something, and then I stretch it around, but see, these shifted so much, and then by the time that they shift, they don't fit on my wrist properly, so then it kind of scratches and moves around on my wrist as I'm using them. So personally, I've been using them just around the house. So sometimes I wear them when I'm like typing reports or like doing housework and stuff like that. So my other issue is, it might be a personal problem, but I don't really like feeling things on my wrists. That's why I never wear long sleeve shirts. So whenever I wear sweaters like this, they're always like not tight around my wrist. So I tried to see if maybe it was going to be better if I had it looser, and the answer is it felt really, really weird, and it didn't really like feel better either, because then it was like moving around and scratching even more. So then I tried to make it even tighter, but then when I took it off, I had like the elastic impressions all throughout my arm, so it looked like, I don't know, it looked like I fell asleep on like a, I don't even know, like some sort of weird textured sofa. And so yeah, I don't know if I would purchase them again. They're also kind of wide, so I do have like short forearms, but they're kind of wide for me personally. I've also tried them on my ankles, not my wrist. So I've tried them on both my wrist and my ankles. On my ankles, they are also very scratchy. So I don't usually have any issues with like socks or anything on my ankles, so I thought maybe it would be okay. But yeah, I just think that the fabric on here is just kind of scratchy for me. The other issue is you have to put it on completely straight, otherwise the corners here of the Velcro kind of scratch a little bit. So again, I think maybe it's just like these two bars are a little bit, I don't know how to explain this. Like, there's a stitching here so that these two stay in place, but then I think that it wasn't exactly mathematically made sense for how close it was, because they get bunched up like this. I don't know. So it kind of moves it around, and then it makes it kind of difficult to put the Velcro on. And again, I've only used this for like 2 weeks. So this is how it was straight out of the package. I don't know if you're going to use them longer and then the elastic is going to waste or lose its elasticity and its strength, so it's going to become loose. I don't know. So yeah, I mean, they're fine, but I would probably say I wouldn't pay full price, and I wouldn't recommend paying full price because there are plenty of other ankle weights and wrist weights that are like £1 that you can get for like $20. I mean, like my mom has had some from like the 70s and the 80s when they were popular at the first place. These are just like, I think they're trendy because it has like the silicone coated metal bar things. I don't even know if it's silicone. Yeah, I don't even know what it's made out of, to be honest. There's no info on here. I think it's silicone coated, and I think they're iron on the inside, but I don't know. There's no manufacturing information on here. So yeah, I mean, they're fine, but I don't think I would recommend spending your money on it. If you do find it on a good sale, I would say that it might be worth it if you want to try to incorporate it. So I have tried using it when I went to do my laundry, and it's kind of a big workout. So as you know, I only do my laundry like once a month, just because it's very expensive and it's a hassle here. So I do carry it downstairs, and by the time I get there, it's been like 15 minutes of me carrying it because I never like putting it on the floor. Anyway, so yeah, that's my review of the Bala Bangles. Sorry that this is getting very long. So let me just move on to this new box here. You can't even see, but this box here is probably the dish rack, I hope. It's very, very light, and I'm just hoping that they packaged it better than usual. Yeah, so this is what I mean. They kind of just throw the stuff in here, so this is like very not packaged well. So I hope it's not broken, because it's also like I haven't opened it for so long that I don't even think I could get a replacement at this point. Okay, so this is what they look like. It looks fine. Honestly, I think I paid way too much money for this. So I think it was like $15, and I thought it was a good price, but then I was like in TJ Maxx the other day and I found the same thing for like $7, and I think it's even the same brand. But honestly, I don't even think this is a brand. I think they just put a tag on it, because this is just like a basic bamboo sort of dish rack thing. So on the tag here, they show it for plates, but I'm planning on using it to hold my pot and pan lids in my cabinet, just because that particular cabinet is the only one I have. So I have to be very conscious of how I organize it, and I thought this would help, but now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if it's gonna help. Also, some of the spacing is off and they're kind of crooked, so I don't know. I don't think it was the best quality item, and I'm also like a little bit concerned that it's not going to be strong enough now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, so this was a major regret purchase. Actually, all of these products are kind of a regret purchase of the market this time. I don't think it's ALLTRUE Market's issue. The issue for me is just like, I thought that they were going to be better than they were. That's the issue with me on online shopping, actually. That's why I don't do online shopping that much, is because I like to see the items in person before I purchase them, just to kind of figure out if they're going to be good. So this was a major flop for me, and it was just like my own personal choice that I made. The other thing is like, if they would have all came in the end of July, I think I wouldn't have had such a big issue with them, just because I know I've been waiting for these Bala Bangles forever. These came but then now it's like, I know that I didn't like these, so now I feel bad giving my friend those that she ordered. So yeah, anyway, this is it. So I'm sorry that this was such a bummer video, but I'm just trying to be real with you about how I spend my money and what I feel about the products I buy. So I do think that they're fine, but I do think I paid way too much money for them via ALLTRUE. I think it was just like I thought in the moment that it was a good price, just because I had been looking at Bala Bangles online in general, but then saw it for a little bit cheaper, like a steal, but it wasn't actually a steal. Because actually, now that I think about it, I forgot to mention earlier, but I mentioned in my walkthrough of a FabFitFun sale, they actually had it for a lot cheaper on FabFitFun for the Bala Bangles. So if you did want to try it out and you're not like super sensitive to anything on your wrist, I would say that that might be a better alternative. Otherwise, I do think I've seen them at Anthro in the returns as well. It's usually only available online. And then yeah, this dish rack thing, I think I paid way too much money for it. It also like doesn't sit flat on my table. I can't show it to you, but like maybe you can hear this. So it like is not flat. So it's gonna be really annoying to me. So yeah, it was a big waste of money. Because they also have ones that are like metal and they're a lot more sturdy at TJ Maxx. So yep, that's all. Sorry, this is all I got for you today. So I will talk to you later. Bye. Right after I turned off the camera from my ALLTRUE haul, I realized I only had 2 extra packages for this week. So I'm going to just throw them on at the end of this ALLTRUE unboxing just to show you what I got. I do think that one additional thing from ALLTRUE will be coming. They did decide to replace the item that was basically they gave me the hair cream that I didn't order and not the serum that I did order, so they sent a replacement. I didn't request it, I just wanted to let them know the fulfillment was incorrect, but they did send a replacement, so just imagine that that is in here because I think it's going to arrive this week. Otherwise, let me just keep going in here. So the first item is actually kind of funny, but it seems very useful. I got some Scotch-Brite. So these are Scotch-Brite Advanced Scrub Dots Non-Scratch Scrubbers, resist odors, dries fast and rinses clean, antimicrobial protection of the sponge, 2 scrubbers. And there looks like there is a coupon as well, but it expires next month. So if I like this, I have to buy it right away. But yeah, that seems kind of exciting actually. It says it's scrubbing fibers made from 75% recycled content. Everybody's trying to green it up. Just greenwashing everything. One side suds up, the other scrubs without scratching. Hex shape stands on its side for fast drying. Oh, it says it is, so it says test first in an inconspicuous area and allowed to dry to verify no surface damage, as some surfaces may scratch. Dishwasher safe and not for aquarium use. So make that known. My guess is probably, this is all my guess, the antimicrobial stuff might actually kill your fish, but I don't know. But just don't use it in there. Safe on cookware, tubs, showers, dishes, and more. Yeah, so it seems like it's gonna be good. I don't know why I smelled it. It doesn't have a smell. But yeah, that's exciting. The next one here is in this other box. It came from Korea, so I actually don't know what this is. Burny Nude. I don't know what this is still, but I'm sure it's on here somewhere. Oh, it's a rom&nd Zero Velvet Tint. So it is number 16 Burny Nude, and it is good for 18 months after opening. And I think it's a lip tint, it just doesn't have any info. Okay, so I gave up. It doesn't say if it's a lip tint or not. It might be a lip tint or a cheek tint. Oh, this is nice. It has like a little sticker for you to write when you opened it. That's nice. Keep that in there so it's safe. So this is what it looks like here. So I think it's a lip tint. Yeah, so I'll have to look into it a little bit more. So let me just show you what it looks like. It doesn't have a scent, which is nice as well, because that means it doesn't have a taste. So let me show you. So it's definitely very matte. Actually, it might be a lip and cheek tint now that I'm rubbing it out. It is definitely like a, sorry, the ambulance. But it does go kind of powdery, so that's interesting. I'm gonna have to figure out what this is, and I'll put a comment on the screen. I think it might be a cheek and lip tint. But yeah, it kind of rubs out and it diffuses quite nicely actually. So I think it might be a cheek tint, but I'm not an expert. But yeah, it feels quite nice. It's kind of, yeah, there is no scent, but it is kind of feeling a little bit oily. So it's kind of a weird texture, so I'm gonna have to play around with it to figure it out a little bit more. But it is like, it goes on creamy, but then when you start rubbing it, it turns to a powder, and then it kind of changes to like an oil tint. So that's very interesting actually. So I'll let you know what I think about it as I continue to use it and everything like that. So I hope this bonus content was a little bit exciting. I didn't know it was in either of these packages, and these were very random items. Like, how did I get something from Scotch-Brite? Who knows? But I love sponges. I love having them because, as you know, I do have a dishwasher. I don't know if you watch my vlog content, but I do have a dishwasher, but I tend to hand wash most items most of the time unless I just do a lot of cooking. So it is nice to have those. And these little scrub dots sound like they're going to be quite nice because I usually get the Scotch-Brite ones that are like, this is really boring content, but I usually get the ones that are just like the average like Scotch-Brite, and they're fine, but they kind of get messed up a little bit quickly, so the fibers kind of start matting and things. So I think the scrub dots will be nice to keep it a little bit more textured throughout the use, because usually I have to like, I mean, I replace my sponges maybe like every other week or so, but yeah, it gets matted like within the first week or so, so it's not quite as effective when I'm trying to scrub my pans. So that is the end of this weird content, and I'll talk to you later. Definitely consider subscribing if you like any of these random unboxings and my actual honest review, because let me just tell you, I was very honest about everything today. And then also I have been working on some vlog content and things like that as I get out and doing things in the city, and I started doing some work week in my life. I just have a regular office corporate job, but yeah, that is going to be what content it is. I have been liking doing the content, the vlog content. I know nobody likes watching it except for my close friends and myself when I'm watching it back as I'm editing, just because I'm like, oh, I did that last month. I can't believe that's already been a month, that sort of thing. Anyway, so I hope that I see you again soon, and leave a comment below if you've tried any of these products, what you think about them, that sort of thing. And I always like talking with you. I do have a little bit of less time to reply to comments these days just because my job is a little bit busier than I thought it was going to be, but it is what it is, and I am happily employed. That's all I gotta say. So thank you again for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.